about Senator Monsurat is that she runs away from the media. Why do you do that?
No, I don't run away from it. I'm a friend of media, but as I've told you even before we started, that media, you need to help the situation that is on ground. Give accurate. You don't trigger problems. You don't fuel things.
Is that what the media do?
You do. Not everybody, but you, Edmund. That's what you do. You fuel things. You make sure that you trigger people. Yet sometimes you make them, you throw them off balance, that they don't know what to say unless they have the courage of telling you that the way that you operate sometimes is wrong.
Okay.
Because I believe that in a situation where you have crises or about to see that crises are coming, we need to try to find a better way of dousing people's tensions.
Is that why they call you?
What other way that you can do it? The way is probably maybe organize meetings, speak to leaders. The governor will be able to address people. I mean, you could see, as I've told you, I've never seen any member of parliament in the UK going to media when there's problems and they'll just start talking. You don't do that. You have to find a way of resolving things and try to explain to your people. That's it.
The Senate that you belong to has been in a rancorous relationship with the executive. Today one trouble, tomorrow another trouble. Why is it that way?
Haven't you witnessed trouble happening in other parliaments all over the world?
We are talking about
what I'm saying, have you ever, there's no country all over the world that they don't have it.
But who pays the price for this trouble?
I don't know. I'm not going
the Nigerian people?
No, I mean, you don't have to allow the Nigerians, you don't make, because you are representing people. And you, as I've said, you have to represent them accordingly and in accordance. There are separation of powers. You have the legislators, you have the executive, and you have the judiciary, which you are trying to balance. But Nigeria is moving to a better tomorrow, which I believe that by the special grace of God, things will work much better.
As we believe that things will work better, we see the National Assembly rising up against the president.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Because what you have invited me to do here today is to give account of my stewardship, not to start talking about any other thing.
So you were not there when the president was booed?
Well, you say so.
Oh.
You're saying so.
You moved a motion on Senate intervention on the reforms and strengthening of local government administration in Nigeria.
That's right. That's what I've just told you. I've explained that to you.
We need local government autonomy for development.
You do. I mean, Edmund, be sincere with yourself. You know, the work of legislators is quite different from the executives. The tier of government, you have the executive, isn't it? And you have the local government. There is no way the state can really go down to the grassroots without an unperforming local government.
What is happening to the Oyo Ogbomoso Express Road?
Okay.
It runs through your local government.
Yes, I know.
And that contract has taken years. What is going on?
Okay. You know, when I first came on board, because the executive did not put it in their budget for the period when I came. So it was at the Senate that I managed to put it in the budget. Ibadan to Oyo.
Yeah.
You have Oyo to Ogbomoso. You now have Ogbomoso to Ilorin. There has never been a time, never, go and check your record.
It was graded. It was graded.
Oh my God, do you want, I mean, a federal government road to be graded?
That's part of the work.
No! Do you want a federal government road
so why,
to be graded?
Why is it so hard
what
for
we're
that
saying,
road to be constructed?
Well, you and me can answer the question. Because if we have Oyo, Ibadan being constructed, and you have Ogbomoso, Ilorin being constructed at one point in time, and the middle segment had always been left out in history. And you now see someone representing that area, bringing it up to say that why. And they not brought both the minister and the contractor that have started it, which is about 70 to 80% done. Then we know that the person is trying her best to make sure. They've always been left out all the time. And even Oyo Ibadan that I'm telling you now, if you apply that road, you will know that it used to be a dead trap, right? Then again, in the last 2 weeks, they've been trying to work on it. But remember that the work of legislators is not construction of roads.
Yeah.
It is for me to be seen representing people.
But you are also seen doling out stuff to the people. You're seen trying to do something in healthcare. You try to give scholarship. Is that your work?
That is, when you're working, now you want me to give account of my stewardship?
Yes.
Okay, good. If I have to give account of my stewardship, we have to our customs. Nigeria is not wrapping off to let electorates know that, I'm only there to make laws.
You think ADC is a party that will take you higher?
Oh my God. There was independent candidacy some time ago in this country, isn't it? So why do you have to think that it is a party? It is your antecedent. It is whatever you do. You have to convince your people.
But party matters too.
It does at certain percentage. Nigeria are not fools and idiots anymore. You cannot blindfold them.
Are you sure?
Of course.
That's what politicians do?
No.
Blindfold the people?
You don't.
Lie
Look,
to them?
listen, they do. I agree that they do, but I'm saying that with this election, they want you to tell them your antecedent and for you to show that you have the skills and ability to perform the duties.
Are you going to buy votes?
Buy votes?
Is it not the aim thing?
Are you going to buy one? You're going
to buy votes?
You're going to sell it for me? Oh my God. I'm not here for this because what do you have to buy?
Don't they buy votes?
I don't know.
But you know they buy votes.
Maybe you know.
Senator Monsurat, you know.
Please excuse me.
You know.
Maybe you know that. Tell me the way that you buy votes.
Don't you read the newspapers?
No, give me an example.
Don't you hear people collecting money on election day to vote?
Give me is that buying votes? Is that the way you're saying buying? I don't give out money during election, on election day. Touch the wood. I never. But what I'm saying is that we should try as much as possible to discourage all these things. If by the time things go in the normal way, Nigerians will not know that they have to vote, cast their vote for competency.
And you feel Lanley is the man that can fix your state, right?
I can assure you that I can put anything on the floor because he was at the 7th Senate and I know what his colleagues there have been saying about him, his performances at the Senate, then what his constituents have been saying about him. And if you look at his antecedents, what he has, he worked in the three, he has been in the three arms of government. He was once commissioner in Lagos State, a senator. He's a son. Exactly. So you look at, then on that, you not look at how he performed in any of these, the three categories. I can speak about him when it comes to legislator, as a legislator, because his colleagues, and I've seen some of his work.
You're sure he will win?
Oh, by the special grace of God.
He will defeat the PDP?
By the special grace of God.
Defeat Ajimobi's APC?
By the special grace of God.
And Senator Monsurat will be happy?
Inshallah.
You stand for gender equality.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Look, I mean,
is anybody denying the ladies equality?
Some men will not treat their wives fairly.
But some women don't treat their husband fairly too.
You know what you want to say?
Yeah?
No, you don't say that.
Like you have been taking on me, saying I've been fair on me.
No, not at all.
Okay.
You see, but we just think, give us a chance. You know, that's what people have been clamoring for you to give
some argue, is it about give us a chance or it should be a show of ability?
But yeah, no. But you could see, I mean, even in the university, you see so many professors, don't you? Women professors.
Yeah.
See women doctors.
And they are doing well.
Exactly. So why can't you then give us a chance?
No, it's not about giving a chance, but you're fighting for it. You fought for it.
Yeah, we're only giving, because they're afraid. So women, you know the way that men will bully you and do this.
Nobody can bully Monsurat. Can anybody bully you?
No, because remember that one thing is, I used to work for the immigration, right? Which I did for 22 years. And as an immigration officer, you have to be firm and fair. And also, that is just me. And we need to encourage ourselves. And that's what I've been trying to do, to tell women, to advise them, don't look at anyone bullying you.
Even the day the motion was discussed in the Senate,
Yes,
some of your male colleagues, you could see them.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of colleagues do you have?
No,
you don't like women?
You as well. Do you like women? We should speak to Nigeria that you should please try to accommodate women anywhere we are.
Some of them, the way I was watching.
No, you see, we have to, you have to advise yourselves, men as well, to please. You all have daughters, you have sisters.
Do they bully you in the Senate? The men, do they bully you?
No, they
don't.
No, I was never been bullied.
And you can't be bullied?
No, I can't even be bullied. But I've never been bullied.
What's your relationship with the laughing?
Oh my God, he's my father.
He's everybody's father.
No, because my mother was a princess. My mother came from the royal family. So mine is not just everyone.
Is he backing you?
You mean supporting me?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he has to support me.
But I think he's supporting the APC.
No, you've already said it, that you need to see people that are competent, that are good enough to do a job, not just...
But the laughing seems to be supporting the APC.
No, forget about party. We are talking about individual. Are you going to support somebody that you believe, even if you're in the party, you believe that will not be able to perform? You, Edmund, are you going to do that?
Is the laughing backing you?
Are you going to do that? You, Edmund.
Is the laughing backing you?
Are you going to support somebody? Alaafin is not backing me, but he's supporting me because he is my father and he has seen the work that I've been doing. I've been there as a speaker, now as a senator, and I want to go back. He's happy. He's happy with the way that I've handled the position of authority that they've given me. So I have to always be grateful to him and to everybody.
In the last election, you defeated Ilaka.
Oh my God. Why are you going that again? I don't want to discuss about people's personality.
Do you have a message for Folarin?
That war?
For this election?
What message do you want me to give?
Do you have a message for him?
Like what? It's me that is going to be mine. That's just it.
That's the message for him?
That's the message.
You should stop campaigning.
Well, you don't want to. But I just try for us to embrace ourselves. And accept defeat.
Before we go,
okay.
You have given scholarship to some people.
Yeah.
Do you think that can solve the problem?
It can't. It cannot. But it's just for them to know that someone cares for them. You know?
What can solve the problem?
What can solve the problem is for us to make sure that education is part of what we need to put at least 35%, 40%
in the budget.
Wallahi.
How come they're not doing that?
No, they're doing it now. Do you remember that even the last year budget, it is because there are not so many releases.
But they are not funding the budget.
Yeah, well, we hope that this year will be different.
You hope?
Yeah, we'll keep, I mean, looking
The first year wasn't different.
I don't know.
The second year wasn't different.
I don't know.
And you think this will be different.
It should.
The Senate President said the budget is hopeless.
Let us get there by the
What
time.
do you think? Is it hopeless?
No, you know, we are going to, at least, it's not be referred, it will be referred to committee stage.
A hopeless budget.
To committee stage, it will be referred to committee stage. Then at committee stage,
You make it hopeful.
they will be able to look at it critically.
And the fight will start again.
Oh my God! Are you expecting us to fight?
Yeah, it's always fighting.
Oh my God! Me, I don't expect. I'm not looking
The
for.
senators fought and fought
I'm
and
not
fought
looking
and
for-
fought until
I look-
June before the budget was approved.
I'm looking forward to a peaceful period where we'll be able to consider the budget and pass the budget by the special grace of God.
Do you stand for restructuring of the Nigerian state?
Yeah, I think I will agree to that.
You want the parliamentary system?
Not in a way. No, if we have the parliamentary system, then would it not be too expensive? We have to consider what we actually need. You see, Nigeria always take things from the top, not from the bottom. There are some things that you need to put in place before you can just start banging everything together. Restructuring, yeah.
Okay.
I think we should try as much as possible to restructure Nigeria.
Do you want a regional system, or you still want the states to remain?
I want the state to remain
Okay.
because we are not ripe enough to have regional. Even we have the state. Look, even if you are talking about the state, what about even local government? That is not, more or less not in existence. So you now want to have a regional. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Do you have a very cordial relationship with the Minister of Foreign Affairs,
Yeah,
Oyema?
yeah.
Cordial.
Yeah, we have a very good relationship.
But you were hardly in Buhari's entourage.
I'm always there. Look at the photograph here.
Always?
Not always.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but why must I be always?
Because you were the chairman, Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs.
sometimes it's not only me that should go.
And you feel you have done your best.
I've tried.
Is your best good enough?
No, I continue to try my best.
February, the judgment will be passed
By the special grace of God.
by the people.
By the people.
And you are sure that people will dance with you.
Yeah, because they will consider what I've done before, what I'm doing right now, and with the hope that they have that hope in me that I will do much better than what I've been doing
So
before.
you want them to vote for you.
Yeah, I'm appealing to them and I'm begging them.
You have to beg them.
Yeah, I have to appeal to them, beg them. Not to, you know, the way, if you beg them, not as kneeling down or doing this, but appeal to them and beg them to say, please, because so people, what we're saying, not everybody will say this, not everybody will be going around to see what you've done, but to have that trust that what they have is, I'm trying my best to do as much as I can for my people, and I will continue to try my best, and that I will never rest until the best is achieved.
If you don't win, will you congratulate the winner?
I'll win. I don't want to go back to that.
Senator Monsurat Sunmonu, thank you for
Thank
featuring
you
on
very
State
much.
Affairs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.